Welcome to Second Take, Episode 1, Revenge of the Rivals. So we're going to take a new approach to the videos here. Usually it was interview, right? Interview, where you bring out a guy, sit down, enhance an interview, yada, yada, yada. We want to do kind of a talk show approach to it. We are using the Xbox Kinect. I was marbled by the camera with Nate's Skype. So we're going to roll with this. Hoping it works. We're trying to keep these videos between 5 to 10 minutes, hopefully nothing too long. We don't want a Joe interview where it's 20 minutes, sitting here for days, nobody's going to watch it. I had one of those as well. I feel your pain, Joe. There's a lot we want to say, and we're trying to fit it into one video. So here you go. Now, you guys are more than welcome to come out and join me and Mike. Well, obviously, this is a love seat, brand new love seat, picked out by Mike, yours truly. Fantastic. We have that sectional, as you know. So it was Piani sectional. Very comfortable. You can come out, sit on it. We'll move the Kinect over there, and we'll get all of us in the video. So, with all that being said, let's move on, and let's talk about the 5th year anniversary. You got any input on it?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to the 7, to the magnificent 7. We got me, Tyler, Danny, Piani, Matt. Who else?
Devin.
We got? Devin,
Hermdog, the originals.
Those are the OGs. The OGs, they were there from day one, 5 years ago when we did our first draft in the UC. We got really drunk that night. I don't think we've ever been that drunk at a draft.
What was it? What was the beer they brought up there? Clayton brought up there, and Devin, they brought up Miller.
It was something good though. I remember.
It was cheap beer.
Yeah, it was some cheap beer. Yeah. But
underage drinking, baby, at your finest.
Yep. That was back in the day when we drafted Jay Cutler and Phillip Rivers in the first round. Never let that.
Yanni definitely raped everybody.
Yeah, he did rape everyone knows better now. Danny's raping everybody this year.
I feel like that 1 year ruined Piani's trading for the rest of his I guess, career for our fantasy league. Yeah. And, nobody really likes trading with him. Yeah. And I think it's just because of that 1 year in the horror stories. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Dirty Bird. Enough said. Draft day highlights. Craziest pick of the draft for you. On the spot. I have mine. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily pertain to a round, but just craziest draft pick. You were like, why?
I think.
I know where I would go with this.
Lamar Miller, taking him that early.
Ooh, in the first round, Lamar Miller.
Yeah.
He didn't get that many carries in Miami, so I'm not gonna put Piani on an island right there.
No.
I feel it's kind of a reach, but
yeah, it's good. It's a great pick.
For me, round 4, Herman. Taking a guy who suspended 4 games, my draft day jersey, Josh Gordon.
That was crazy. That was insane.
I was shocked. Paul. Big Bear told me that he was shocked that I took Dante Moncrief in 6th, but I can't help it, man. When talent's there, you got to take it.
He's projected to do pretty well.
My favorite portion of the draft was probably Nate's celebration for his first round pick. I mean, gosh, that was not choreographed. That guy just did that on the spot. That's Nate for you. Absolutely love it.
Right.
I was dying. And then shout out to Ryan for the draft day jersey. It was not an NFL jersey, which a lot of hate is going on that. There's some members of the league that were expecting it to be only NFL. Not me. I thought it was a great jersey. And then lastly, let's give the drunkest draftee award. You would go with.
Oh, Danny for sure. Danny was definitely drunk at the draft. He was very, very intoxicated.
You think it affected his draft?
No. Well, I think it was just a bad draft before he got drunk, to be honest.
Small portion.
But, I mean, I don't think he'll three-peat because his draft was kind of weak.
Oh!
But, I don't know. But, Danny, I always got respect for Danny. The man that won it twice in a row.
He repeated?
Yeah.
You can't down him?
Yeah, he repeated, so you can't talk shit about him. He knows what he's doing. Ezekiel Elliott is going to be the Rookie of the Year, apparently. We don't know this, but he knows it. That's what matters. All right?
Yeah. There was a trade.
Yeah.
Mike told me. I had no idea. Woke up this morning, there's a fresh trade for me to veto. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It actually seems fair. I mean, it's kind of like you're giving the quarterback for a quarterback, but some would say Tyrod Taylor is expected to have a bigger year than Eli Manning.
But he did throw Danny Woodhead in there. I think it's a fair trade.
Maybe you say there's something out there on Danny Woodhead that people don't know about? Is that what you say there's more to this trade? There's an underline that we don't know about?
Danny Woodhead's 31.
31.
And Melvin Gordon's he's gonna carry the ball this year. No one else getting touchdowns. We also traded our offensive coordinator. So that whole like Frank Reich giving Danny Whitehead the ball every fucking 2 plays or a fucking screen pass or something, that's not gonna work this year. It's not gonna happen this year. We got our old offensive coordinator back when they used to pound the ball, and that's what's gonna happen this year.
That's in-depth analysis right there for you.
Yeah.
You don't get that.
You know.
Well, with that being said, the trade will be approved today, probably after this interview.
Yep.
Um,
That way Devin can finally pick up a fucking defense because he definitely needs
who
one.
needs a defense? Devin doesn't need a defense to win.
He doesn't need to start one. He doesn't need to start one in order to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're going to go into our segment about pick 6. Basically, we're going to pick the 6 winners of this week.
Bold predictions here. Nothing set in stone. Just my predictions and Mike's predictions on the week.
We mostly agreed with each other, but we'll see how this goes.
We'll start it off with a bang. What should have been the championship round last year between me and Danny, but I was spoiled by Herman and Antonio Brown. We will see a matchup between the champ and the commish.
Herman won fair and square.
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying guys didn't show up and they should have showed up, but that's all right. I think it's the life story of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I beat Joe in the first round with Eddie Lacy. Shout out Piani. I have myself winning against Danny. And the starting lineup you guys see out there today is not the starting lineup that will be there. I'll have you know right now. With that, the whole like shebang here of this whole this whole talk show was in the opening sequence. We're talking about the rival here, and we have the matchup of we have a heavy belt matchup between Nate and Joe. Now, I'm not talking Joe Latham, the new guy. I'm talking Joe. I can't pronounce your last name. Splendario, yes. I want to say. Mm-hmm. So, who do you have on that? Do you want to look at? I can load up the team for him here, so he can look at the game center.
I don't even need to see it. I think Nate's gonna win this for sure.
Hands down, huh?
No offense to Joe, but his 2 starting running backs aren't gonna play. Le'Veon Bell's gonna be missing it, and Jamal Charles is most likely gonna be missing that game.
Did you? He's starting Spencer Ware.
Yes, his rival Nate is starting Spencer Ware again.
Just because you don't get this. This is amazing to me.
Yeah.
He's like, here, I'll throw in the backup because I know he's not starting week 1. I love it.
And Cam is playing against Denver, and Denver's defense is going to shut down Cam.
Super Bowl shut down.
We'll see. But it's at Denver, and I don't see Cam going off. I definitely see Nate winning this for sure. I think Joe will bounce back, but I think Nate's going to win week 1.
I agree with that. I agree completely. Piani versus Ryan.
Piani versus Ryan. I gotta go Ryan. Piani's players look kind of old. They just look kind of old, basically. That's
They got your boy Phillip.
Yeah, Phillip will do well against Kansas City.
Phillip's dropping 20 piece on Kansas City, you think?
Maybe not. We'll see about that. But
San Chargers are winning that game, you're saying? San Diego's starting off 1-0. No.
I think we'll lose that game for sure. It's at Kansas City. But I mean the good news for Piani obviously is getting Tom Brady back a little later in the season. So that'll probably push him to the playoffs, but he'll definitely lose week 1.
Yeah, all right. Next we have Hermdog.
Go ahead. You talk about Hermdog. The man you should beat.
I don't even want to get started with that. Antonio Brown left a bad taste in my mouth. He's facing Devin. Devin, as you guys know, missed the playoffs last year. Very sad story. He got scored on the most. Hoping that doesn't repeat for him. I feel bad for any guy that happens to. I think it was you the year before. I got Herman taking this game. He has a stacked field of running backs.
Right.
I believe you look back to the draft, the guy took 3 in a row. So I'm going to go with that. I'm a big running back guy. Hermdog, I got you.
Devin starting a rookie quarterback in Dak Prescott. That's ridiculous to me, but it's fine.
The Rook, Joe, is taking on Dave this week. I'm going to go with Dave, old and faithful here. He had a pretty respectable season last year, had a high seed. I think he knew what he was doing in the draft. He even made a the draft day trade and he got rid of Robbie Gould. The guy has inside knowledge, so I'm going to go with him. And then your game, you versus Danger.
I'm hoping I win, to be fair.
I like that.
Yeah, I think hopefully Eli has a terrible game because I fucking hate Eli.
But he's getting traded too, Matt, right?
Oh, that was happening? Oh,
Tyrod,
no. Tyrod's going to Devin.
Yes, and Matt's going to get Eli. So then you're hoping Eli you think he's going to start, obviously starting to trade his quarterback, right? Okay. We had a little scare with Forsett and Danny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Happy to see he's back on the squad.
Yeah.
I personally think it will be a committee. But best luck to you, champ. And we'll end this video with a tribute to our fan favorite, always a pick in the draft, Robbie Gould. As good as gold, baby. Overall stats, he made 276 field goals for the Bears. From 20 to 29 yards out, he was 100%, 30 to 39 yards out, 89%, 40 to 49 yards out, 72%. I guess you say 73, round that up, right? And then 50 plus, 74%. So for myself, future Hall of Famer, played for the Bears 12 years. He was great every year besides last year, in my opinion. Solid guy. I don't know if he's going to retire. I hope he does retire a Bear. Love him to death. Any closing thoughts for you?
I could care less about Robbie Gould, but I do feel bad for Matt. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pouring liquor out for you right now, Matt. I'm so sorry about Robbie Gould. Literally.
Well, yeah, that will do it. Here's the, second take, our talk show, our new approach on the new red couch. Feel free. We would love to get you guys out here. Love you later.